let's do some homework and catching up stuff, and we'll kick off with, hey everybody, welcome. We are doing the Tyranny game, wherein the party is pursuing the dragon cult. And before we kick off that, let's go down my little list here and see if anybody has announcements. Dawn, any shout outs or announcements as we get things started?
Nope, not tonight.
Okey-doke. Joey, you're next on the list because Dust is away for the moment.
Not as much.
Nope. Okay. Chloe?
We've had a couple people rating our Twitch streams lately, and I just wanted to say thank you. I also wanted to say congratulations to Wiz, if and when he ends up watching this, because he had his first game that he DM'd last night, and for what I saw of it, he did a great job. So
It was awesome.
yay! So that's going to be our new Wednesday night stream. So Sunless Citadel and maybe other tomfoolery. So, and Kyle and I were actually talking last night. That's our only all-male game, I think.
Actually, I don't think it's going to be an all-male game. I believe there's a player who could not make it for the first session, though I am assured she'll be awesome. But I believe there was another player who would be popping in.
Oh, that's cool.
Breaking up the boys club.
That's awesome.
So, anything else, Chloe?
Nope, that's it.
You got it. Down to Valandra, because Talace is going to be running a little bit late. And Shamazing DM, thanks for the host.
Nothing from me.
All right. And down to Waverly to round us out.
Not tonight.
All right. Now feel free to edit this recap because there might be some differing viewpoints as to what happened over the last few days for the Sovereign Seven, previously known as the Orphans. I believe they made their way to Elturel. They met up with some friends of Dusk's and had a wonderful time in the City of Law, and then arranged and agreed to travel to Baldur's Gate and then follow the caravans of cultists north to figure out where their destination is and what dastardly plots they may have. But maybe not everybody had such a good time in Elturel. Would anybody like to comment on some of the things that might have happened recently?
Valandra drank 4 big burly men under the table.
She did. She did. And with healing magic, she may not have even regretted that in the morning.
She did a bit, I think.
A little bit.
It's too bad Talace isn't here to talk about regrets in the morning.
Hey,
I don't think she regrets much.
I don't think she regretted that.
Don't think so.
Nope. She's not even here to pick on with a pickpocket attempt. So she might not have any regrets till tomorrow. Wait, hang on. Did she just go purple online? Or was she purple online before? Maybe she'll be joining us soon. But in the meantime, anybody else want to kick in?
Dawn is not a fan of bureaucracy.
No? Did you have something go wrong, Dawn?
You just wanted to go look at books. Why is that such an ordeal?
It's not. You just
Why
need
is
to-
everything an ordeal in this place? Everything, every single thing.
It's because you're resisting your paperwork. You need your Form 42B readily available in the library.
Casey.
Mhm.
I'm not quite sure what character you're talking about without the voice.
You need the Form 42B. It's readily available in the library.
That's going to hurt. That's going to leave a lingering tingle.
Funny, that's what Talace said.
I believe the point at which we left the party, they have arranged for payment from the Harpers and the Lord's Alliance, quite a considerable sum, 100 platinum pieces each, fronted 5 of which and the rest held in escrow by an enormous ruby that's behind a barrier of paperwork. But there was a decision to be made. When heading down the river, would they take a more comfortable and stable boat, or would they take a little more topsy-turvy but spacious barge so that they could bring their horses and cart with them? I think over the week I heard barge was winning out, but not everybody's here, so maybe the vote has changed. What say the party who remains?
I'm just saying I'm not that good of a
Barge.
swimmer. So, the sturdy one looks good to me.
Valandra would vote for the boat.
I'll make t-shirts that say vote for the boat.
Well, suddenly I'm hearing a lot more boats and not a lot of barge.
I think that has to do with 3 out of the 5 voices that are currently here wear armor that's heavier. Joey's also team boat. Mostly because he doesn't want to,
You know what?
Horses, nice. Drowning, not nice.
Sometimes it happens when a party member sleeps in, they don't get a say. And perhaps somebody was sleeping in yet again. So, as the Harpers, as Leosin comes to ask, so should we prepare the boat or the barge and disposition of your horse and cart? What is it that the party is answering?
Boat.
Can we trust your
Boat,
friend
please.
Rudy to keep track of? Well, that person's not here. I'm sure Rudy's a trustworthy person that can, keep track of our horses. Should we come back this way? Yeah.
It's Ruby. Ruby with the B.
Okay. Do you have a place that you could keep this safe? You seem like somebody that would keep things safe. Yeah. I mean, she is your friend after all. This pretty kitty.
Well, the horses, I mean, I suppose we could stable them. It would cost a bit of money and feed. Did you want them stabled for your return or sold?
Just gonna kind of look.
If we're not gonna keep them, I mean, I'm still team barge, but if we're not gonna keep them, we may as well sell them.
It would probably
Yeah,
be
sell them and
Well, if we
have the money to be able
more
to buy them
convenient
more
in general.
wherever we need them.
Because if we leave them here, we're going to have to continue to play, and there's probably going to be continuous paperwork, and it is just
I think Dawn is a little biased here. How much paperwork is it involved exactly in keeping our horses? No, I'm fine with selling them. Can we do it without Leosin directly seeing us sell the nice horses he just gave us?
Sure.
Because it seems a little rude, gift horse mouth, something like that. There's something there.
It's a big town. So now the one problem is you're trying to unload these fairly quickly, it seems. In the tune of 5 horses in one day. Most people don't need 5 horses this morning, but perhaps a little persuasion or other skills might come into play. I'm willing to hear some suggestions from you folks.
Holy lag and roll 20.
Wow.
I mean, I could take a stab at it, guys.
it's been doing that. Last night it was really, really slow and laggy too.
Yep, this is true.
Come on, roll
Classic.
20.
I mean,
Get it
I can
together.
stare at someone grimly until they decide to buy all of the horses.
Okay, you don't intimidate people into buying your stuff, Joey. That's not how it works.
Well, I mean, it can be if you need it to be.
Yeah, go ahead and burn this bridge before we even step off of it. No problem. I can try and talk to somebody. Somebody's that might be interested in some horses.
Sure. So is anybody backing up?
Does anybody have any advice?
Dawn will assist.
Valandra will go along and cast guidance.
Sure. It's not at all suspicious. You roll
Nope.
on up there. That's not amazing. Let's see that guidance.
Roll the d4.
Roll the d4.
I'm trying.
Well, guidance lasts a while, doesn't it? So, like, you can cast it and then wander off for a little bit to find.
Actually, I think guidance is only a minute concentration. I mean, it's
Yeah.
enough that you could enough that you could do it around the corner and then pop out and be like, "Hey, you want to buy a horse?"
Good lord, these
I mean,
rolls.
Theoretically, we don't have to sell them all to one person.
And theoretically, that does work out for you. You do find throughout Elturel enough people to take the horse and the cart off your hands, but lacking the appropriate paperwork, it does cost a little extra. There's some fees, there's some tariffs. They're not sure if the import tax was taken care of. Do you really have the breeding? How far back can you prove it? Are these really horses? They look like tall goats. So when all is said and done, you're only offered 30 gold each for your horses and only 5 gold for your cart.
As opposed to 50 and 1.5
As opposed to-
appropriately.
Yep.
I didn't think we used them that badly. Well, it's better than dying on a barge. I don't know.
I mean,
So 155 gold for the whole lot.
it's not like we're selling at a loss. We kind of got them for free.
So just look at it this way: Leosin paid us 150 gold and gave us horses to rent to get here. To give us a job that paid us more money. Sounds great.
That's a good point, Waverly. All right. Profit
I'm
either way.
standing right here. Right here.
Yes, I hear you. How can I not hear you? Okay, getting the approval of
Yeah.
the rest of the group, she'll,
All right.
Sounds good to me.
155 gold pieces are acquired, and suddenly the GM has to frantically alter the carefully made map that he had. But that's okay.
Ha ha!
That's okay.
not gonna kill us in the water tonight, Casey.
You think that? I'm gonna try real hard. Let's bring this all over here. Bring that all over there. Come on back to the map layer. Bam, 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 bam.
I have updated the gold on the party loot list.
Sounds good.
Yay. Group loot.
All right, so hours of preparation went into this boat. I just want you guys to know.
We are on a boat.
You are on a boat. Got a little smaller boat there.
Mr. McStern and Mrs. McStern.
Yes, Mr. and Mix.
God damn it.
Somebody's Mr. and Mrs. McStern's boat. And then, of course, you have Mr. Mr. Righty and Mrs. Portly.
My new goal is to move them to the opposite sides that they're on.
So while the boat is not exactly to scale, if you would be so kind as to arrange yourselves in the order that you might sit. It is quite a big boat. It does have 2 oars and racks for more. But on the trip downstream, it seems like they only pay 2 rowers, Mr. Righty and Mrs. Portly. And their position is by those oars.
Well, I can't row, so I'll maybe just sit here.
Don is chilling as in the center as he can get.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Joey will, I guess, will be ready to row, although he looks at it and he's like, this isn't like a carrot. I don't get it. It's not a cart.
No. And as you start, to eye up the oars, Mr. McStern's like, "Hey, what are you doing? Stay away from the oars, you landlubbers." Yar, I'm a pirate. Darn. I'm actually from
Clearly
Leosin.
well
It's a
reformed.
nice town. You'd love it. Anyway, look at you. You've got yourself a little dragon. So, as you guys lay yourselves about and arranged, let's ask for some fateful D20s to see how delightful your voyage is. Now, we're going to give you a little bit of a scale here. On a 1, really, really bad things happen. On a 2, concerning things happen. On a 3, maybe a rough ride. 4 and higher, you're doing okay. So, it is a bit of a trip. I need 2 D20s rolled. Anyone may. That's a clear.
I'll do the second. Oh my god!
2.
No!
That is not so clear. No, that's
Okay.
that's a little unclear, is what that
Well,
is.
it wasn't 1.
That's true. It was not a 1.
So the one person for Team Barge rolls the low number.
Yeah, awfully suspicious there, little
Are,
mouse.
are you accusing me of something?
The tiniest sabotage ever.
Try and capsize you. So, if I could have a quick perception from everyone.
Okay.
Percep- Me not-
Man, Roll20 just has not liked me the last couple of days.
All right, doing well. So, as you come quite close to Baldur's Gate, in fact, you can see the city just a little bit further on. You reach a point where there's some shallow rapids and muddy banks, and stuck in the mud, but slogging their way towards you, a number of deceased-looking fellows. And as I start bringing these guys to life, or not, would someone do me a favor and roll me 4d4?
And as somebody's rolling that out, I just want to give a shout out to Kaora, who we sometimes mention as a creative person. Thanks for the subscription, and thanks for coming and viewing.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming to hang out. Haven't got one of your maps in the game yet, but it will show up sooner or later because I really, really like the graveyard of the gods looking one with the big sword and the skull, and there will be intellect devourers inside of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! And for no apparent reason, the turn order is going to come up. And if I could ask you guys to all add yourselves to it. Now, at this
apparent
point,
reason.
no apparent reason, no reason.
I think that's the best I've ever rolled with Dawn.
Now, the zombies are walking in the water. It is not very deep, probably only knee to hip high. The boat has had to get very creative in finding its way through because of its keel. Perhaps the barge would have been a better idea. Who knows?
I show up and there's zombies.
There are zombies. Talace, welcome. Please go ahead and throw yourself on the initiative.
Too late. Already did.
You got it. So you finally rouse yourself. You had a wonderful evening that carried over a bit into the morning, and you sort of remember them trundling you along towards the docks, getting on a boat. There was some talk of gold, and then off you went. And now it's been a day or two, and you're finally desozzling, and you're like, what happened to the horses? Where's
I'm so
the
upset about the non-horses.
Desozzling?
desozzling? So, with that in mind, Talace, you're pretty on the ball and pretty pissed at this point, I think. You're
Right.
like,
I have no
I s-
idea what's going on, but my initiative is amazing.
I see you. You're suddenly like, I don't know what's been going on, but I see something to hit.
That's pretty much where we're at right now. I'm like,
You-
what? Oh, let's kill things.
You have kicked into high gear from neutral. But
Woo.
Talise, what are you doing now at high gear? Now you're on a boat. The boat's
I
in the
am.
water. Water's 2 feet or so, maybe 3 deep. So the boat
Okay.
is sticking to the deep bits. They're in the muddy bits, but they're coming towards you.
Okay. Do measuring.
Sure. And as all that kicks in, let me look back at my perception checks. Valandra, Dawn, and Chloe. You notice that these zombies, these undead,
Oh, Casey.
yeah.
We got some more ads needed on the board there, sir.
Okay. That's all right. I prepared.
Oh god.
Jesus. Oh, it's good that
What?
they're adding them now.
What?
Wait. How many? Wait, just one set bought, right?
Oh, yes, just one set of
Okay.
ads. Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
Just one set of that. All right.
So far.
You know what? Yeah,
Don't encourage them.
I like dice. Let's make it a D4. Give me a D4. Okay. All right. Coming up out of the mud behind the other two enormous rotting creatures. Wait, let's make it 2? Okay, they rolled their 2. 2 enormous rotting creatures behind them. But you've picked out that most of these skeletons, most of these zombies, seem to have been orcish in nature, in life. Their bone structure is a little too heavy for humans, too thick for elves. Some pointed ears remain, but mostly fallen off. Their skin pretty much green all over. But, Talise, what are you doing?
I'm going to center it on this little zombie right here.
That
I'm
little
gonna
guy right there?
I'm gonna shatter.
Don't do that. That makes me roll a lot of dice. Let's see it.
And so it's gonna hit the big guy, that guy there, and that guy there, as well as the one in the middle.
All right, big guy. We're going to get rid of you first. Let's see it. Constitution saving throw. You're all about this. Yeah, you are. 21.
So he bought another set of ads and a reroll for the group.
All right. Down to 10 there. And now we're going to take care of some zombies. We're going to go top to bottom here. Constitution saving throws. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Not so good, zombies.
They take 21 damage.
They do. They just fall to pieces, but those pieces are still bound together by sinew and necrotic energy. And
Does
it
anybody
does
see any hit
not
point bars
look-
on them at all?
No, sorry, I have not turned
No.
on hit point bars. There was a few more. They are green barred. They are not named. Sorry, let me say this again. They do not really have green bars. I'm just not quick enough. So these bars are technically red, but they look green.
Also, the big guy takes half damage.
The big guy did take half damage.
Cool.
All right. And with the shatter struck, and I will catch up as to the zombies, anything else you're doing out
Yes, I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration
there? Ooh.
to give, let's see, who needs hit points? Who's really, let's do Waverly, because we know how that goes.
Yay.
Waverly, Dusk, Valandra, and Chloe, you're all going to benefit from this, and I need to roll, wrong thing, 2d6.
And just a quick question.
So you all
Were there-
get 8 temporary hit points.
Were there 2 sets of
Nice.
ads purchased?
Yes, there were 2 sets of ads
Yes.
purchased and 1 D20 reroll for the group because he's confusing and trying to be nice, I think.
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
I will say that I was not expecting to be able to drag this icon across so soon.
That doesn't look friendly at all. What is with
That
the
looks
size of
really
his
mean.
leg?
What is it?
The hell is that thing?
Sorry, stream, let me drag this out so you can see the monstrosity that he just loaded up here.
That's not the whole size of his leg. He's wearing like a flap. So it's looking like it's extra girth on the leg.
Standing on the bank,
Oh no.
a
Casey,
blue-skinned ogre. She is trim. She is fit. She is wearing chain in a bikini-like fashion. She's carrying a
Again?
long
God.
weapon with a sword-like blade on the end, and she looks out towards the boat and laughs.
Okay.
it's too far over for the stream to see, but it is a reoccurring. Oh, by all means, please keep it far away from the party.
Start a little bit closer. Is that what I heard? Start off a little closer to the party.
I'm good. Giant. Ugh.
So, it seems that the party has had a reoccurring character. Talace, your hit points bestowed. Anything else for you as we...
That's all I can do.
You got it. We're going to kick over to Waverly.
Well,
It's 2 feet of water, but you're only about 2 feet high, right?
yeah, I don't want to go over the edge of the boat. I really
Okay.
don't. However, since we have that familiar face,
You do.
gonna cast hideous laughter on her.
Wow.
Nice.
No holding back here. AU. Let's see how we do with the hideous laughter. That is a... Where's my saving throw? Wisdom saving throw. Sure. Wisdom saving throw. Wow.
No.
Now, here's a difficult problem. If you fall prone and start laughing while in 2 feet of water,
Oh my God.
we'll find out what happens. Wait,
Pretty sure what happens
you
is you
just
start
took out
drowning.
of the situation.
I wasn't sure that was going to happen, but I'm not going to
Great.
complain.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Prone, incapacitated, and unable to stand for the duration. There we go. That's going to bring up Mrs. Portley, who attempts to row, but will need a little assistance. That's going to bring up the first of our zombies who slag forward. And zombies, can you get up over there? 20. What? Zombie? You are so slow. Oh, sorry to both. Mr. and Mrs. McStern arm themselves and prepare to fend off. Zombies begin moving forward slowly. Even the one you really beat up. Balandra, you're too close to the edge. A zombie reaches up and tries to slam into you with its fists. 21?
Yep, that'll hit.
2 points of bludgeoning damage. The zombie strikes you. Dawn, how about it?
He's going to hop down and immediately start firing things at... Wait, she... Under the water, right?
She is laying in the water. She's fairly big, so you can still see parts of her.
If you hit her, she can make a wisdom save to try and stop laughing.
Okay, then never mind.
Leave her to drown.
Yes, he's gonna let her choke. Stay where he is. And start firing at this big guy here.
All right. Let's see an attack.
I don't know why there's two. Ignore.
Both of those are solid hits. 13 points of force damage struck.
He doesn't have 2 yet. It's only 1.
Oh, only one, sorry.
Yeah.
8
I don't know why.
points
It's like I don't know why it rolled twice. Next level, he gets 2.
Fix that. All right. And now that. And clear. And any other action for you?
Nope, he is good where he is.
That's going to bring us to Joey. Joey, what are you doing?
Well, Joey is gonna take a look at everything that's on here, and kind of just decide that he doesn't want to get any closer than 10 feet. So he's just gonna make a little bit of a Cyrath Halberd attack here, if I can
Sure
remember to actually drag that to my macro bar. There we go.
20's probably going to
Nice.
hit Dawn. Good job.
To the zombie that's on the ground.
That
Ruler
is
is not
a
working either.
zombie that is struck quite hard. DC plus the damage taken. Constitution saving throw versus 20. It's still there. You just swung through it entirely and it just glued back together. Joey, anything else you'd like to do?
Give me just a second. I've got to look at my...
He's just making excuses. He's stalling for me because I never rolled initiative because I'm doing too many things. Sneaking in there.
All right, let's get through a quick resort here and then get back down.
I'm all the way down there anyway.
You snuck in at the right place.
And I'm not going to use any of my bonuses, but seeing as like I hack it and I get a good hit on that and it doesn't go down, I'll be like, yeah, so they like don't go down when you hit them, and then walk this way.
You got it. Valandra, zombie in your
Okay.
face.
So I am going to be moving, so I will provoke from that
Okay.
zombie.
Zombie's going to take that opportunity. Slam attack. No.
No. I will move over here, and I will channel divinity turn undead.
Oh boy.
So all 7 on the right side and the 2 closest on the left side need to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Boy, do I love making those. So we're going to go typewriter style, left to right, top to bottom, 7. Sorry, how many total I need here?
9.
9. Oh, good. And wisdom, you said. They're good at that.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6, 7, 8, 9.
None of them made it. Okay.
Good
So
times,
Wow.
good times.
Well, you
So-
know, zombies known for their wisdom.
all of these ones plus this one and that one are turned.
This is why we never let clerics play in our reindeer games. Yes. Crowd control has been achieved. Good job, guys.
And you thought you weren't going to get to use that.
Come on, so many buttons. All right. So as the zombies are like and start fleeing from you. Anything else you're doing?
No, I don't think anyone's hurt yet, so I'm good.
All right. Mission accomplished. Zombies.
Or no, actually I'll move back over towards this side here just to be a target.
Zombies now turning about and moving the opposite direction. But Chloe, what are you doing?
Okay, well, damn, Valandra. Like, I was gonna... I mean, that whole side is now, like, taken care of, so...
For a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, you put a water girl in the middle of a river and she gets scary.
All right. I guess I will. Yeah, I guess so. You're in your. Good Lord,
A
Valandra.
water cleric in the middle of a river full of undead. Yes.
He's like balancing strangely on the boat or something. Good Lord, how'd you hit that many of them? We're going to have to talk about that later. But for now, I'm going to do like a less cool version of what Valandra just did. And channel divinity on this AEIOU just to kind of double down and make sure. I seen that one before. That one's not good. I don't like that one. You stay down, and I'll abjure. And because is there wait, what was that? Is it a fiend or undead AEIOU or no?
No, not a fiend or undead.
No, she's just an ogre.
She is just an ogre.
All right, then it is. Let me roll 20.
Double
will work
check
with me.
on that.
You're not doing any damage to her, are you?
No.
Okay, good.
Come on, roll 20. Like from the water, you hear.
It was.
Sure, unusual symbol. Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom
DC
saving
13.
throw. DC 13. No. And she is
Okay.
Speed is 0.
You
Nice.
stay down there, and then I'll point at the big ugly one over here and be like, "All right, everybody, you got your aims."
Fair enough. And that's going to bring up a zombie who wants to get the heck out of Dodge. That's going to bring up Mr. Righty, who's working with Mrs. Portley to row the boat. None of the zombies are clinging to the side, so the boat does begin to move, and all of you with it. Go ahead and scoot that a little ways here. And then we're going to go ahead and scoot you a little ways. Did it work? Did it work? I think it worked.
Yep.
It worked.
All right. Row and row they do. Gurgle, laugh, horrible sounds. Wisdom saving throw to get out of the laughter, I think. Yes. Let's try it. Oh, it's hysterical. She's couldn't be happier. That's going to be a running away big zombie, and that's going to bring up Mrs. McStern, who guides the boat. That's going to bring up a zombie who is not horribly mangled. Rushes forward towards the source of the divine energies and tries a slam. 20?
Yep, that'll hit.
7 points. You have angered them, picking on its friends. Other zombie just trying to catch up. Starts hanging on the edge of the boat, and that's all it can do. Run away. Splash sploosh in the mud. It's not how I would expect this to go. All right. To Lace. How about it? Yep. Never
All
anticipate
right.
what a critical do. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to move right here, and I'm going to thunderclap.
Each creature within range 5 feet. Okay. Constitution saving throw. Okay. Let's see it. Zombie. Constitution. 13. What's my DC?
14.
That's not good enough. How about my D6 of damage?
4 do it?
4 would do it, but it sticks the landing and stays together. You see it being shaken apart, and then the tendons just pull it right back together. And it.
That's kind of gross.
It's a little gross.
That's a little bit of a gross mental image, I have to say.
It's a little. It's not. They're zombies. I mean, hugs for zombies. Talise, anything else you want to do?
Everybody seems fine, so no.
All right. Waverly, it comes round to you.
All right. What will I do? Let's see. Waverly's gonna just move over here onto the boat here and shoot an arrow at this zombie right here. Let's
Don't
see
do
if
that,
Why?
because I don't want you to. Go ahead. An 11 will hit.
No sneak. Oh, there is sneak attack on that one. Never
You
mind.
could if you want to.
Yeah.
18 points of damage is a tremendous amount. That sets this DC rather high to a 23. That's not a 23. Struck hard. The zombie falls back into the water, floating
Yeah.
to pieces.
Take that. Take that.
Well done, Danger Mouse. Anything else you want to do?
No, I think that's it.
Fair enough. Mrs. Portley works hard, running away. Mr. McStern steers. Ogre zombie. You moved the wrong way there, Ogre zombie. Let's get you back to where you were. And you can travel 30 feet. He steps up and takes a big old swing at Talace. This seems a little intelligent for a mindless zombie. Perhaps they're receiving commands of some sort. Morningstar. I don't think a 12 is going to do, though, Talace.
No, thank God. Woo!
How about it, zombie? What are you going to do? You're going to run away, aren't you? Yep. Get out of Dodge. Running away.
I was seriously not expecting all of them to fail it.
Yeah, you say that. Valandra, he did move outside of your range. Is there anything you'd like to do about that?
Yeah, I will cast Mace.
Okay. 21 is a hit. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. Struck. The zombie shudders and then turns its attention back to you. Dawn, what you doing?
He is going to scoot this way. Actually, for now, he's going to stay here and he's going to fire his blast at this guy.
Okay.
Hopefully, get rid of him. 14.
14 is a hit. 7 is damage. That's going to bring my DC up to a 12.
Then
No. Blasted
bonus.
to bits.
Bonus action, Spiritual Edgar, going to fly off this way and grow in size and start haranguing big dude.
You got it. As that starts to happen, just a quick question. Talace, do you wear nice boots?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Such an ass.
So that is a hit on the big old zombie. 6 points of force damage struck. Yeah, there's goo in the bottom of the boat.
Oh.
Dawn, anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right, Joey. Oop, Joey?
Yeah, Dawn, are you all good there?
All good.
All right, then we're going to go ahead and, seeing as this is 1 out of 3 giant things that's actually moving towards us, we're going to go ahead and put down the, oh my god, where is it? Hexblade's Curse on that guy.
Okay. Wiggly
And
lines.
Get prepared, and I'm going to take 1 step forward, and with that nice 10-foot range, does an 11 do it?
You wouldn't think so, but it's a really big, soft target. And as you slice into, you're like, hey, wait a second. That's my attack from earlier. It looks like you're fighting again.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And it'll take an extra 2 damage, so 17 damage total.
An extra 2 damage struck. He's not looking good, and he wasn't looking good to start with. But Joey, anything else for you?
No, those are all of my things, and now I will stay there.
All right. Valandro, what's up with you?
That is a good question. Let me see here, just a moment.
Mhm.
Okay. So undead in 5th that don't have any do they have resistance to like necrotic damage or anything?
Give me an Arcana.
Okay.
You rack your brain and don't think so. Poison, perhaps. Things that attack
Okay.
living tissue, but probably not necrotic damage unless otherwise specified.
Okay, so I will move up here and
Mhm.
I will cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay. Let's see an inflict wounds on the big fella.
Somewhere here. There we go. First level.
No. That's a good hit, and that's 10 points of damage struck. Well done. Any follow-up for you there?
Anyone need healing or? No, I can't do that. I just cast a spell. Nope,
Yep.
I'm good.
You got it. Valandra goes. Zombie continues to run. Shortly will be swept away downstream. Chloe, how about it?
Seeing everybody like kind of come over here, I'm gonna yell, "No, he's gonna sink the boat!" and just do one of those slow-mo runs across the boat to get in his face, squishing his dead companion's guts.
Give me a quick, let's call it an intelligence check, though. So sinking the boat is indeed a concern as an ogre-sized creature starts to lean onto one corner. And as you rush towards that very same corner, something occurs to you. Maybe shifting weight in that direction isn't the greatest idea? Do you still wish to continue on?
That's a good point.
Please don't sink the boat.
Well, I mean, some people here have spells. I don't have any one of those
Okay,
spells to shoot
you're
from
fine.
afar. So can I try and push him, or
Sure. Shove attack, absolutely.
like an instantaneous thing?
Yeah, you can definitely do a shove.
What
So
is that,
shove
like?
attack.
Yeah, body check that gross dead ogre.
Yeah, that'll be squishy. So shoving a
Athletics?
creature. Attack action, special melee attack to shove a creature. No more than one size larger. That's fine. Strength athletics check. So yes, strength athletics.
Can I give you advantage on that? I forget. Can we give each other our advantage?
Not.
No.
Oh, you mean advantage on the roll? Yeah, sure. You can give inspirations to each other.
Yeah,
or each other.
inspiration. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I meant.
If you have an inspiration, you can
Yeah,
definitely give it over.
I will.
All right. So
I will.
Chloe,
One of my inspiration for that.
athletics with inspiration advantage, and let's see what the resistance here is. Oh, there's the roll. 17, solid. 14, not as much. Boom.
Solid, just like his body. Get off!
You knock him backwards. He bounces off of the spectral form of Edgar and lands in the water. Chloe,
Nice.
Yeah.
anything else for you?
I'm just gonna take the rest of my movement feet to come up on the tippy edge and be like, "Stay out!"
Yep. More zombies running away. Mr. Righty continues with their efforts, moving the boat along. everyone who's inside coming with it, of course. You are quickly outpacing the threat. What was my DC? I think a 14 on Waverly on that hideous laughter.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
My 13.
Okay. Like a stream of water comes up. Oh, that was not funny.
Well, can she? Her speed is still 0 from being frightened. So can she stand up?
Yeah, isn't she still prone?
cannot
Yeah.
stand up. She can sit up, but she cannot stand
Oh,
up.
okay. So she can stop drowning.
She
Sad
can
day.
stop.
Okay.
Yeah. She can roll. She can get her head above water. Yes.
Yeah.
How long is her speed 0 for? Remind me on that one as I
1 minute.
figure out 1 minute. All
Bye. Wave bye at the ugly thing in the water.
All right. Let's see here. Zombie, get off that turn order. Get off that turn order. You're dead. You're fled. You're fled. Talace. Zombies are running away from you guys.
Which is
What are you doing?
fantastic. I'm actually gonna move up to the front of the boat.
Okay.
Um.
Smells much better up this way.
Yes. For the heck of it, let's viciously mock a zombie.
You certainly may. Let's go ahead and see that vicious mockery. And that is a wisdom?
Mhm.
Yeah, they're good at those. No, they're not.
2 damage. Enjoy.
Just like shooting ducks in a barrel. I don't know who put the ducks in the barrel, but Waverly, anything you'd like to do?
All right. We're just gonna run over here. Technically, I feel like laughing underwater should have caused some actual damage. Just saying.
Drowning was accelerated, but drowning actually takes a really long time in 5e.
That's weird. That's weird.
How long does it take in 5e?
Something like your constitution in rounds. I will double check, but she is definitely not hurt beyond a sliver.
Because generally, in real life, it takes about 4 minutes to suffocate.
And it's not like she could hold her breath or anything.
Nope. That's why
She's
she
still
was
very
spewing.
scared.
Yeah, she's intimidated. She's prone. I mean, she was dressed for the beach. She was in her bikini, but
I don't think that gives you advantage against drowning or anything.
Yep.
Waverly.
When a creature runs out of breath, it can survive for a number of rounds equal to its Constitution modifier.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And then at the start of its next turn, it drops to 0 hit points and is dying.
Yes.
Okay.
But she's still quite good.
Fine. All right. Don't yell. I'm busy doing things. Okay. I am going to shoot this zombie right there.
You're gonna shoot the zombie.
I'm gonna shoot. Ignore sneak attack. There's no sneak attack on
No
that
sneak attack, but that is a struck zombie. And point to the one you shot again.
one. This guy here.
That guy over there, off to the left. That's the one I thought. Okay, so 10 points of damage struck. He looks a lot worse than he did a second ago, but still reasonably intact. Waverly, anything else for you?
No, that'll be it.
All right, Mrs. Portley, zombie. Where you at, zombie? You ran away? Yep, you ran away. Mr. McStern, big old ogre zombie. Ogre zombie comes rushing up, Morning Star in hand. Wiggly lines are on it because... What are the wiggly lines? Oh, that's the Hexblade Curse.
Correct.
And big old Morning Star swing at Chloe. Hey, Chloe.
Yeah, that'll just barely hit. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Chloe, couple points of damage there for you. 21 points of damage, as they do not want you to get away unscathed entirely.
Don't forget to take from your temporary hit points first.
Oh yeah, get those temps in. Zombie working its way upstream against the current. Other zombie run away. More zombie. Hey, you're awake. Oh, he gets close enough to take a swing at Chloe. He's not the one he wants, but the one he can reach. 7, I sort of doubt.
Yeah, no.
Dawn.
He's gonna shoot at zombie that just came running.
Okay. You come down. That's a hit. 11 points. That's a lot of
And-
damage.
Edgar's gonna keep going after big guy up top.
All right, hang on a second here. Oh, he is destroyed.
Nice.
Well struck indeed. And Edgar on the big guy. Let's see it, Edgar.
Good lord,
Nice
Edgar.
Swing, Edgar.
God, Edgar.
Wow.
It's been working out.
That bird is very hard.
Big little birdie. P-Shot's like, I want him. Dawn, anything else for you?
Nope.
All right,
Actually, I think he's gonna step closer to the center.
fair enough.
Just, but
All right, and Joey, what you up to?
Joey's gonna slide to the left, and then he's gonna go ahead and put a nice hex on this guy too.
Ooh.
So we'll do hex and Hexblade's Curse, so we can stack all the things, and I can actually click my damage modifier.
Okay.
And here we go.
19 is a hit. Give me a total damage because I know you got a whole bunch of stuff. stacking
That's
up there.
14.
All right. 14 damage struck. He looks bad. Valandra. Joey's swinging
So-
over Chloe's shoulder. What you doing?
So AIOU is no longer laughing and can't move, but can still like cast spells and stuff.
She could, as far as I'm aware. Yes.
Okay. Since she can't move, I'm gonna cast silence around her, so she can't use verbal components.
Yes.
Devious fiend. That is amazing. Yes, please. Go ahead and give me
Wow.
this spell. But well done, Valandra. Anything else for you as a silence descends over the cursing and the sputtering?
clever girl.
I'm gonna jump right here so that, well, maybe that doesn't quite. Yeah, I'll just get in front of Mr. and Mrs. McStern to try and make sure he doesn't grab onto the back there.
Sure. Defensive posture assumed. Zombie is out of here. Chloe. Big guy right next to you.
Yeah. Yeah, first of all, I have to taunt Atron and just say, look, it looks like your ad's not going to make it, buddy. It can't talk, just sitting like a little kid in a kiddie pool, just hanging out. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hit this one in front of me. And,
Wow, you do.
And.
And.
Hold on, roll 20, just for good measure. I'm gonna Divine Smite.
No!
Nice.
In its last gurgling breath, calls out to its brother. Uh-oh. And
Give it a little
down.
boot and send it off into the
That
water.
that was radiant damage on those
Indeed.
divine smites.
Indeed it was.
That's probably important.
It's radiantly delicious. Nope, that's it.
All right, that's going to bring up our running away zombie. Get off the turn order. You're gone. That's going to bring up Mr. Righty, who's going to pull the boat downstream with Miss Portley. And is anyone taking any actions as you head off towards Baldur's Gate?
I think we should all make ranged attacks against AIOU until we're out of range.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I think we should get out of the boat and make sure that she gets dead.
Well,
I
maybe,
can't make ranged
maybe
attacks
those of
against
you,
her now.
maybe those of you who could stand up in this water can get out of the boat. I will stay in the boat and,
I cannot-
And make ranged attacks.
and make ranged attacks.
Selace cannot make any magical attacks against her at this point because you have silenced her, so she cannot take any thunder damage and she can't hear vicious mockery. So Talise cannot strike her with magic.
Do you have a crossbow or something?
Nope.
Okay.
Get out and stab her.
Okay. So at this point, so the boat's going to continue on in a second. AU curses, readies her weapons.
Curses silently.
Yep. She doesn't know. She's just trying. Mrs. McStern urges them forward to Lace. What are you doing? And I'm going to.
I'm staying in the boat.
Okay.
You know what? I will use prestidigitation and clean my boots.
Yeah.
Are you guys actually going after that thing?
So hang on. Let me.
Yeah,
Drag the folks down.
I don't want it to come back again.
Can I get one more? There we go. All right.
Instead
so-
of doing that, then I can do one thing for y'all. If you guys are actually seriously gonna go out there and attack this person, are you guys serious about this?
Well, if the boat people aren't gonna stay, then like that shot, and we should just leave her in the water, nice and quiet and silence, and get away. Like because they're like
not-
regular
I
people
mean,
and probably don't want to
I feel
die.
like
Are you guys gonna do it or not? Because I'm not gonna
I
waste a
f-
fairy
I feel
fire
like-
if you're not gonna do it.
I feel like even with if we were just staying in the boat, even with just ranged attacks, we probably have 5 or 6 rounds before we move completely out of range. It seems to only be moving like 10 or 20 feet per round. So we can probably still kill her just like that.
Let us at least try.
Yeah.
We
Well,
could
I mean,
cycle who's
yeah,
in the
we can-
corner. Like get
We
it.
can do that, but as soon as we hit her, she's gonna get up, and
Yeah,
as soon
she
as she
can get
gets
up.
up, she's gonna get out of the silence, and as soon as she gets out of the silence, she's gonna blow
Oh,
up the boat.
okay. I didn't realize that the vow of the frightened ended when she got hurt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
Gotcha.
So we're gonna do like a 5-second countdown to a decision because you had your quick few seconds to chat.
Are you gonna do it or not? Yes or no, guys?
If the people are not
I-
stopping with the boat, we can't do it, so we gotta go.
I would have tried to convince people not to, because I know what would happen if somebody hit her after I abjured. So I'd be like, no,
Okay.
no.
Then I'm not gonna fairy fire. I'm just gonna use prestidigitation and clean my boots.
Okay, boots are clean. Waverly, you got one more round before you're basically out of range. Anything you doing?
Are you sure I can't shoot her? Look, I can hit her from here. I can hit her.
But then she'll get up and hit us.
Look, you can shoot an arrow at the big dead floppy one floating through there. That'll make you feel better.
No, it won't.
It looks like he's
like
gonna get back up. Oh, you better shoot him.
Don't patronize me, please.
2.
I
and
just-
Waverly.
Fine. We'll fight her another day, I guess.
Mrs. Portley is all about the getting out of here. The zombies are no longer a concern. Mr. McStern urges them on. Big old ogre zombie, very dead. Other zombies also off the turn. Order. Dawn, anything you're doing?
If they're letting her go, he's going to hop down off the bench, sit down, and take a breath, because jumping in the water is not something he wanted to do.
All right, Joey.
I'm just gonna be ready at the end of the boat to shoot anything that decides to move towards us.
All right, Valandra.
I think Valandra's gonna take a swim around and try and see, and just make sure that there's not any more zombies hiding in the water.
Valandra, you're wearing what kind of armor?
chain, but I have a swim speed.
You do. So as everybody's like worried about hopping off the boat and that sort of thing, Valandra's is like porpoising through the water over there. Scary girl. Chloe.
I'll just come over here and put my boot on what's left of the goop and try and scoop it off the boat.
All right, and that brings us through the turn order. The boat continues to move downstream. Mr. Righty and Mrs. Portley hauling on the oars, carrying you away from the zombies and the stranded AU. If, as you're making your way away, that quick bit of conversation you might have just afterward to figure out, why is AU blue and rather trim looking now? Would anyone like to roll me either a nature or an arcana or a history for the party to deduce what AU might be?
I could do either Arcana or History, guys.
Dawn could help with the arcana. It could
I
throw
can cast guidance.
ideas back and forth.
All right, so let's see an arcana, it sounds like.
With the guidance.
That's advantage, right?
Yep. Guidance, advantage, and a D4 as a bonus. Nice, very nice. How about a D4 to add to it?
Nice.
26.
Whew.
You know all the things, apparently.
I know everything about this.
So, Lace, now that you've seen the skin color, and you know it's an ogre or a giant kin of some sort, and you know it's casting magic, you've heard these described in several different ways. Most of the common folk just call them ogre magi or ogre mages. But you know, there's another name for them, Oni. They're distantly related to ogres, more tricksters, more fiendish. They can change shape. They can cast spells. They're deadly with their blades. And you just left one stranded in the river a little ways back.
Are you sure we shouldn't have killed it? Well, we had the chance.
Hey, I was all about Team Kill It, but if the people who are driving the boat are just gonna drive away without you, there's not much you can do.
This is true.
I mean, this ain't the first time she's found us either, so I have a feeling that she'll hunt us down again. This isn't the last time we'll see her.
All right.
So we'll just kill her next time.
Fair enough. And as you are heading south, actually, no, I'm sorry, not south, heading west along the river towards Baldur's Gate, you begin to pass under the Great Bridge of Baldur's Gate itself. Above, in contrast to the mess that you left behind, you see a parade or procession of some sort, and you're boom, 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 and you just cruise on by. There's some sort of singing and festivity going on overhead, but Mr. Righty and Mrs. Portley care not for that. They want to be as far away from those zombies as possible. They pull in amongst the docks at Baldur's Gate, bringing you up to a pier. The pier area, reasonably deserted. Seems there's some to do in town. They pull up, and there's a great grand ship moored against the dock. And you've seen ships. Some of you actually rather fond of them. You've seen them dance across the tops of the wave. This ship, however, it leans against the dock like a drunken sailor who can't figure out why the ground is moving more than the sea is. Painted across it in great gaudy letters, the word Leviathan. Welcome to Baldur's Gate. Leviathan Tavern, perhaps? In the dock area. Off a little bit. Market of sorts with a few vendors still left within. The entirety of the city is open to you. You know, in 2 to 3 days, barring ill fate, some armor should be catching up with you with the other trade coming downstream. Did I get a promoted ad? Okay. Wonder who I'm going to promote. But at the moment, you have Baldur's Gate. You believe you have 4 to 5 days before the caravans of the dragon cultists arrive. You know you should be on the north side of town to meet up with them. But before then, what would you like to do?
Would my armor have arrived before we have to head out?
Yes, your armor will be arriving in 2 to 3 days. You think 4 to 5 before the cult gets here.
Cool. Just make sure I pick that up before we head out.
Brilliant blue armor. Complimentary, but not quite matching your eyes. He's not that good.
I mean, I'm going to be doing the same thing that I tried to do in Elturel, which is find an appropriately sized upgrade. That can be handled off books if it makes sense.
Appropriately sized upgrade for
Joey, because Joey's the only one who can afford. Like like we have to do splint. It can't be plate because it's too expensive. It can't be splint for Valandra because she can't wear it.
Fair enough. So basically, as you step off the boat, you're at the docks, and just a little bit ahead of you, a small marketplace. Looks a little shady, but certainly doable. If you'd like to investigate there, you may.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a guidance.
All right. How about a quick investigation as you start poking around the docks and derelict areas of Baldur's Gate, looking for splint mail of a sizable size.
Valandra, thanks, but it's just a big city. Like, it's just perfectly,
It is a big city. Waverly, what are you investigating over there?
Did anyone else hear that?
Apparently, ignore me. I was helping, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. So now I know a few of you have visited Baldur's Gate before, and I was expecting maybe a little more hassle from the zombies and AU on the way down here. But has anyone left any stories behind that I should know about before I turn you loose in Baldur's Gate?
Well, just the usual. Waverly was kicking around here for a while.
Who are you?
In the probably the shadier parts of town.
You mean where you are right now?
Yeah.
And I'm curious, Waverly, did you happen to give your name as Waverly?
Probably, yes.
So it would be entirely appropriate for, "Hey, Waverly! What are you doing back? Thought you said you were gone from here for good."
Did I say that?
I don't know. Did you say that?
I don't know. I just follow the road, and this is where I ended up here again. What can I say?
Well, Waverly, you say a lot of things. And I would see a lot of things. And what I saw was not a road, Waverly. You came on a boat. That's a waterway. That's not a road, Waverly. It's not a road.
I was being figurative.
I figured you were being figurative. But I think, Waverly, I think you owe me a drink, Waverly. I think you do.
I will absolutely buy you that drink.
I figured you are salt of the sea. I don't know why they say salt of the earth, Waverly. I don't.
I couldn't tell you.
It's okay. How about, and he comes over and he leans on Waverly. And this is an accomplishment. This is a full-grown man who has just folded himself down. He is walking with his heels on his butt, basically, just hanging off Waverly. Waverly, have you grown? Waverly. Wow. You got some friends, Waverly.
I do have friends.
And he's like bent over looking up at you. Who are your friends? Introduce me to those three.
As we all
And he
stand
points
here
at-
with our mouths open, like,
Sorry, which three?
The cute ones, Waverly. The cute ones.
Well,
And he does the little snap finger gun crossbows. Finger crossbows.
okay.
Crossbows.
Finger crossbows.
Well, that one's Therese, and that one's Chloe, and that one's Valandra. But I gotta tell you,
Ah,
they're like my sisters. So
Waverly, I've always thought of you like a brother. Can't wait for it to be legal. Brothers-in-law, Waverly. I'll marry all three of them. I'll make honest women.
Oh God.
Honest.
they're one-
you got if you.
Valandra is fascinated by this conversation.
I don't know.
John is
about-
like stepped
you
off to
gotta
the
promise
side,
me-
pretending he doesn't know anybody.
You gotta promise me you're not gonna hurt my sisters. Because if you
Oh.
hurt my sisters, you know I'm gonna have to come after you, and I wouldn't want to do that.
I wouldn't. I'm gentle as a ram.
seeing Valandra being interested, Chloe will put a hand on Valandra's shoulder and just seeing her interest, just be like, no.
as the conversation's going on, he is leading towards the Leviathan. He's got a sway about him, the movement of the ocean in a whirlpool as he kind of circles, but each circle draws him a little closer towards the front door of the Leviathan and the booze within. In the meantime, it seems like Joey has investigated and discovered that there is a quantity of armor available of a half-orcish size. And in fact, it is significantly discounted. It is half price. Joey, would you please roll me an insight? This is the deal of a lifetime, buddy. Let me tell
Oh
you.
no!
I
God.
Oh no!
saw you
No.
coming a league away, and as soon as I saw you, I said, "This armor is for you," and I can't think of anyone else it would do better for. I'm losing my shirt here, but that's okay. It's warm enough. I can go without it. He takes his shirt off. He throws it to the side. Let me get you in this armor. What's it going
Wow.
to take to put you in this armor today? And he is just tattooed, like wham.
Does he have like one of those inflatable air things on the outside of his tent area or whatever he's got that like flaps around in the wind?
He doesn't have one of those yet. That's what he needs the money for. You saw right through it. I need me a wacky waving arms inflatable person. Air spirits very in this year. So if I can get myself a little genie and I put that little genie in a tube and it just flutters around and draws attention to my cart and my stall and my fine area of business, which you, sir, saw right through. You focused past all the others and came here because this suit of armor is for you.
Where the hell did Joey go? Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, no, it looks great. Like I'm gonna not pick it up, shake it around.
Oh, it's a beautiful piece. It's actually very, very well crafted.
Awesome. Okay.
Can I see him from where I am? Like, wherever he wandered off to?
Yeah, Waverly, what's our friend's name, by the way? Give us something, a lot of H's in it.
I was gonna say Roscoe.
Roscoe. Roscoe.
God.
Crasco.
I don't know. First name off the top of my head was Roscoe.
Roscoe. Waverly. Come on. Come on.
Don't worry, I'm gonna buy you that drink, just like I promised. It's okay.
It's like, get the grog ready. Grog. Let's get the grog.
What?
We'll get the grog ready. You gotta roll the barrels out for us. Barrels, right? You said you're buying a barrel? Come on.
Nice
buddy,
try.
buddy.
No, I know the way you think. No,
Come on. Come on. I can hear you jingling from here. And he just shakes you and your coin pouch jingles a little bit. Come on.
Yeah, but you can't have it all.
It's the barrel. Just one. So,
No, you and I both know that would be a terrible idea for you to have a barrel.
No, it's such a good
You
idea.
and I both know. I will buy you a mug. I will buy you a big mug, but I am not buying you a barrel. Because I don't want that on my conscience.
Waverly, look at this mug of mine. This mug of mine needs a barrel. And it's not for me, Waverly. With this mug, I need the barrel for your sisters.
What did I do? They're my sisters.
You see? That sets the bar really high. Now, this armor, yours for the low price of half price. And let's get you fitted up. And he gets that fitted. He helps you in, gets the leather all locked down, everything nice and tight, little tender. Yeah, absolutely. And Joey, are you going to go ahead and make that purchase?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the deal. Like, it is the deal of a lifetime. That's amazing. But I'm gonna be like, well, I mean, I'm a little short. Like, I mean, how about if we barter a little? Like, I've got some chain. Like, obviously, I've got it on me. Obviously, I won't need it anymore. And I've got this nice great axe.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did I see him or did I not?
So, yes, you can see Joey now haggling with this charming gentleman. And he says, Joey. Can I call you Joey? I'm going to call you Joey. Joey, you can call me Gibbler. And I'm cutting my own throat here, Joey. I'm cutting my own throat to sell you this armor. I don't have any room to negotiate. But I see you've got friends, Joey. Let's get them over here. I see they're about to spend a lot of money, and I don't want to take advantage of them after they start drinking at the Leviathan, man. You tank at the Leviathan. I know. Come on. Bring them on over here. Let's get this deal done. I don't want to take this armor off you. Well, I want to take this armor off you a little bit, Joey. You're a handsome man. But I don't want to take this armor off you for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look around and I'll be like, I'll wave the people who are looking.
Chloe, you see him over there? He actually looks pretty spiffy in this armor. It's nice.
I'm very torn right now because the guy by Waverly, even though we haven't been introduced, he makes me very uncomfortable. And but so I'll lean over to Dawn and Felice, and I'll be like, keep an eye on Valandra. I gotta go rescue my brother from some kind of con man or something. I'll be right back. And I'll just do
Place
Waverly.
gives a little salute and just steps over to Valandra and makes sure he doesn't hear anything come.
to Waverly, I'll try and catch Waverly's attention and do the 2-point eye thing and then the 2-point to her thing and the I'm watching you. Just
I'm not saying anything. Come on.
Just point at the drunk on her shoulder.
that one like needs a barrel all by herself. Look at her.
All right. I said I'd buy you a drink. I didn't say I'd buy you a drink and also drinks for to give to my sisters and get them drunk. Okay?
Well, I would never. I would.
I don't believe you for a moment. Now, I will buy you a drink, and you can sit down, and you can tell me all about everything that's happened since I was gone. But you are not getting my sisters drunk. Okay? Okay. Okay, so Waverly's gonna
Waverly.
What?
How about some bread? Can I want to get him something. I got nothing, Waver. Look at this mug, Waver. I got nothing. Can we? How about I buy him like a nice loaf of bread to share? Huh?
Okay. I will give you some money for a loaf of bread.
We'll get him a nice loaf of Leoric's bread. Yeah. Get him a good nice loaf of bread and a drink for me, and then you can buy them any drinks you want.
Okay. So Waverly's gonna flag down the bartender.
Okay.
Be like, drink for my friend, and a slightly smaller drink for me, and a loaf of bread.
The bartender walks up. He looks in. Oh, hey, Waverly. Welcome back. Good to see you. Sure you want to go with the small drink? Is this just like, warming up here? Yeah, it's all right.
Well, yeah, I got people waiting for me, so I probably shouldn't. I should probably just stick with the small one for now.
Question: was that whole conversation audible to us?
I don't think he whispers. I don't think Waverly or Roscoe whispers.
Not really. This was not a whispered conversation.
I don't see that in their personalities, either of them. But so yes, go ahead.
Valandra will ask Talace why the man wanted to buy us drinks.
All right. Do you remember when we were back at the last city? And I was doing shots with that girl, and I was dancing and all sorts of things. And then I took off with that guy. That's why he wants to get you drunk, so he'll take off with you.
Question, Casey.
No. I'm out.
How much? What would Glumfellow have taught us at Valandra's age in terms of
Stuff.
Sex ed.
Yeah.
Can I field this one, Casey?
I think that one's a Talace field. She did take up the role of education there.
So, Glumfellow actually pushed Talace at a very early age to be precocious, let's say. So, if you asked, he probably answered bluntly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He always tells the story and then continues past your point of comfort. It takes a long time though, and you have to have the patience not to run away from the story because you wish to hear about the birds and the bees? That's a euphemism for, and then he just tells you. You have had education should you have thought to inquire about it. But as we see that happening over there, let's shift a little bit back over. So you're a charming young pair, brother, sister, twins even?
Yeah, something like that. What are you trying to...
Probably, yeah.
What is this? And she'll pick at whatever Joey's trying on. What is this?
Well, that is the finest armor I have available at that price.
Yeah, see, look, like it moves and it like bends and it has some give to it, but like not too much gives. You're actually wearing armor.
And that's quite a trick when we're working with fresh leather and chain. That particular give is a sign of the master craftsman. Now, if you jump up and down, you'll notice it's only a little louder than you might have expected a much lighter suit of armor to be. Now, I wouldn't go swimming in it, but if you do, it will not rust.
Do I smell anything weird? Can I sense if he's, trying to give me the runaround also?
You could certainly try, but I think an insight's already been done, so you'll be at disadvantage.
That's okay.
Yeah, see, it's totally the best stuff ever.
It is probably the best stuff ever, but now he's got an audience. Let's see how he's doing.
How is he doing, Casey?
He's doing. Use up that D20 roll. Really well.
Oh,
Hey, we have a reroll. We could give it to Chloe.
Like glass, this fellow.
How much is he charging?
Oh, so you see, it's just 100. But I was just actually, man, I got to talk to you about that. Like, I don't have like that much in particular. Obviously, I'm getting this armor, so like I can give you the chain that's on me right now, and I also have this nice great axe. It's been in. I don't know if it's been in our family forever. I'm pretty sure actually that it was just a gift. I bought it when I was guarding some caravans.
Been in our family. We have no family, Joey.
Shut up! You are the family, and like I don't know, like this stuff's market value. It'd be almost more than 100 of the gold. So I'm thinking, I throw in these two. I throw in 30 gold and call it a day.
I guess Chloe's buying into this too now because she rolled lower than Joey did. So she's like, oh yeah, look at those braces. They look really nice. Can I get these inscribed in town? Like, see, I'm a follower of Torm and I'd really like to have his symbol like on these braces. Don't these look shiny, Joey? They're so pretty.
Yeah, they look great. I think they'll really kind of accentuate your faith.
Yeah. I've always been looking to accentuate my faith.
From far away, Roscoe has something to say, but he can't get it in. So here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing 30 gold, that chainmail, that great axe, and I don't have to strip you out of that armor much as I want to. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, of course.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's get it done.
All right, let's do it.
Sir, this armor was made for you, and I would feel bad if you did not walk away from it. Now, I'm going to have to close up shop in just a few minutes here, so let's go ahead and make sure that fit is all good for you. And he starts packing up. You put your chainmail, starts loading up. Make sure, do a little jumping around. How about some calisthenics, jumping jacks?
What time of day is it if he's packing up his shop?
It's about 1:30 in the afternoon.
What the hell are you doing packing up your shop with these kind of deals?
Yeah, no, I got some friends who might like to buy some stuff here. I think you should stay here, you and all your good deals.
Do you? Then I will stay. Who? I thought you said you had some friends, and at this point, everybody's vanished into Leviathan.
Oh yeah, they're getting nice and drunk. They're much more, eager to purchase things when they drink.
I do have a little bit of a rule. I don't sell armor and weapons to people fresh out of Leviathan. They tend to just turn right around and go back in, and the management gets a bit sore at me. So if we get them out of here now, I'm sure we could find something that would suit them just as well as this armor here. Bang, 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 suits your brother.
Well, I'm not quite sure, if they've gotten into the drink yet. Do you have like a business card or something in case, we're looking to come back and find you again, for reasons? What's your name? I didn't even get your name. I don't see any kind of sign out here. What kind of legitimate business is this?
Well,
it's the guy that sells armor. What the hell, Chloe?
Gibbler. It's Gibbler. My name's Gibbler, and I will cut my own throat to get you getting a little. Spent a little time hanging out with folks in Greenest a while back, and now I'm just picking up your accent again. Are you guys from around there?
Yeah, you kind of sound like the mayor from the town we just came from.
Strayed there a little bit.
What an odd coincidence.
How coincidental. So, I have an ear for accents, I've been told. But Gibbler is my name, and I would do anything it takes to put you in a fresh set of armor. You, your friends, bring them on out here. It'll take me a little while to pack up. There's a lot of goods to do, but I don't know if you can hear. And he kind of puts his hand to his ear, and off in the distance, there's a bit of commotion and something going on. And he's like, I can't hear what that is, but I want to go find out.
It sounds
Business
pretty
is-
amazing, let me tell you. I
Is
don't
it?
know. I love that beat. It's such a good beat, you know?
It's infectious. I'm sure we'll be singing it for weeks afterwards. Is there anything else I can do for you right now, though?
All right. Well, I was just, you know, this is my brother, as you can tell, and I'm just worried, you know, if there's anything wrong with the armor, I just want to know where to come find you. That's all.
Right here.
You
This
got
is
it.
my shop, and I will be here. Gibbler's the name. Always happy to see a return client. I'm looking forward to you coming on back here, buying your next suit of armor from me. Weapon. I don't really carry anything blue and scaly like that, but if there's another aesthetic that would work with you, maybe something in a traditional steel, happy to get that set up for you. Vinyl top.
All right, Joey, get your shit and let's go.
Yeah, they stumbled into a. Is that a boat? That's a bar? Let's fucking go.
The boat itself looks drunk. I mean, it's lifting.
Shit, the bar's drunk? Let's go.
The doors are at an angle. Everything inside shifts just a little bit every few minutes. But inside that bar, Waverly has acquired a suitably sized, bigger than you would have expected, mug of ale. Roscoe has somebody just, beat a handle into a small cask, and he's now hugging it. And he's actually a rather tall fellow now that he's stood up so that he can lift his tankard. The others have been provided with a delicious loaf of bread. There's a rather shapely L set into the top of it, and there's some crystalline salt sprinkled across it. Who's eating the bread, if anyone?
Oh, totally me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
He said
Dawn
a
probably is
specific
not.
type of bread, right? Would we have heard of that kind of bread before?
This is Leoric's bread, the best bread you will ever eat.
Dawn spent a lot of time in Baldur's Gate, so he's not really bothering with the bread. But just
All right. So a thick slab of the bread is cut for you off the platter, handed over. You take your first bite, and immediately your mouth is bone dry and salty. You need a drink, possibly
Oh
more
my
than
God,
you
this
have ever in your life.
Oh, it's so dry. Is it supposed to be so dry? Oh, God.
Well, the bartenders, really, it's intended to be taken with a drink. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone walk into a tavern and order the bread without at least a beer, mead, wine, whiskey,
Yeah.
something stronger, absinthe.
Yeah, this is a good place to have absinthe, I'm sure.
I don't know if I want to have that
Butter.
kind of day.
Is there any butter for the bread?
Any
Butter.
Any kind of spreads. She wants something to spread on the bread.
a bit of schmear.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
schmear.
Some
Schmear.
smear for the bread.
Schmear.
We can certainly do that up. Actually, one of the preferred ways to have it is grilled with a bit of cheese on the top. Would you like us to take care of that for you? Or
Yes.
just a little bit?
Do it.
Ooh,
Do it.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. So in short order, another loaf of bread is taken, sliced, put on to grill. But how about something to drink? Come on now. Such
I'll have
beautiful women in
meat.
my bar.
So,
with...
suspecting nothing, Valandra will order a large stein of dwarven beer.
That's the spirit, Valandra.
Talib just lets it happen.
Roscoe
You'll learn.
Roscoe leans over. He looks at it. Waverly.
Yes. What is it?
She drinks like you do.
Well, I said she's my sister, didn't I?
Do you remember that time that we fell
And air quotes.
into the vat?
Oh, I remember. Not as much as I probably wish I did, but I do remember some of it.
So wait, is he trying to whisper here?
It's probably.
It's like a very loud stage whisper.
He's kind of like across the bar whispering to Waverly, you know?
Okay.
Like he's leaned over sort of on the wood, head down, just sort of tilts the beer towards him so it pours out and into his mouth. And he sort of whispers, Waverly. Waverly.
Yes.
Do they dance? Do they dance, Waverly? Do they dance?
You can ask them.
I can
But
ask your sisters to dance.
Only if they want to.
Waverly.
Yes.
What are their names, Waverly?
That one's Talais, and that one's Valandra.
Talandra. Got it.
Ladies.
Let's just lean over to Valandra. I think he likes you.
Really?
Don't do it.
Yeah, Chloe is leaning closer over to Valandra in like a protective, like.
Waverly. Waverly.
Yes.
Distract the green one.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh God!
No!
Yeah.
You're gonna have to deal with
No.
her yourself,
No.
Roscoe.
It's just like the bank. You take the green one. I'll take the good-looking ones.
Oh, Roscoe,
Oh.
that's not a nice thing to say about my sister.
Which one?
The one you just called the green one.
She's. What color is she? This
Well,
green
she
one.
is green, but you were very rude about it.
I was.
Yes.
Should we kiss and make up? Waverly. Should we kiss and make up, Waverly?
Chloe will lean over to Talais and be like, "So, did we get any kind of explanation as to who this guy, the bad whisperer, is?"
Not even a little. Just
Hey.
watch. Just watch. It's very entertaining.
Hey. Talandra.
Yes.
Waverly says you dance.
And he
It's
nods.
not exactly what I said, but okay. Waverly's just gonna
Waverly.
sit back and watch.
Waverly, we were all there. We're all there when you called that waterway a road, and we let it go. We let it go.
All right, we'll let it go.
So, now that you're saying that your sisters can't dance, when you just said they could, you said your sisters dance.
I said you can
So-
ask them.
That's so rude. I would never be like, "Can you dance?" No, look at the beautiful ladies. Good done, Waverly. It's probably hard to see if they're your sisters, but they're very, very pretty. What was I saying?
Just sit down, Roscoe. It's okay. Just enjoy your drink.
You're such a good little person. Waverly. You're so nice. Waverly, my cup's empty, Waverly.
How close is he to passing out?
Give me let's call that a perception, maybe an insight. I'm willing to hear either.
I'm gonna say
Or Waverly could do it. Whatever.
So Talise, how about you two?
Okay.
Waverly's trying, but I guess the beer has gotten to her too.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Ooh. You know what? Let's.
Talise.
No. Felice is feeling lucky. She's just gonna re-roll that.
Okay. All right. So Talise.
So that's an 18.
That's an 18.
As you look over, you make a mistake for the first instant. You lock eyes, which is a horrible idea. Because he gets lost. He's like, ha! Hey. And as he does the little hey, you're like, wait. I think I've played this con before. You suspect he could drink a considerable amount of liquor in addition to what he's already had before he's even a little bit close. But now he knows you're looking. Hi.
Hi. How much have you had there?
Not enough.
No, I imagine so.
Waverly, you're
Mm-hmm.
Waverly is so nice.
A little too nice, don't you think?
Waverly's cheap.
Holding on to one's purse isn't cheap. It's smart, especially in a city like this.
Oh, I would never hold
Oh,
on to
I'm
your
sure.
purse. I'd give your
No.
purse right back.
No, you'd never lay a hand on my purse.
Oh, but you've got a nice purse.
Eyes up here.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have nice eyes too.
Mm-hmm. I think that you might want to move along to a new friend.
Oh. Oh. Whoa.
Mm.
Oh. Is it you or me? Like,
It's you.
It's me.
It's you. Thank you.
Waverly. I'm sorry. I should have had you take the blue one. Green one's okay. And Roscoe starts making his way, leaning side to side out of the Leviathan, leaving you alone with your now grilled bread that really does encourage drinking. Several drinks. The bartender, a few locals from Baldur's Gate, many of which were fairly amused at the interaction and that somebody was fool enough to buy Roscoe a drink. Waverly gets a couple of greetings. Dawn, did you ever make it down to this level of the city?
Maybe at first, but the only person that he ever really spent time with in any like length is no longer alive.
Fair enough.
So there might be people who I mean, he's a giant orange stripy cat. People might notice him, but recognize him. But he was very goal oriented.
All right. So as we wind down your first evening in Baldur's Gate, lodgings are available for purchase. Doesn't seem to be as much paperwork here. More of just, have you got gold? Good. Go to sleep.
Thank goodness.
What's a receipt? Okay. Weirdos. You spent time in Elturel, didn't you? Anything else you folks would like to accomplish on your first day? Joey has a new suit of armor. And Joey, for mysterious reasons, would you do me the favor of calling high or low and rolling a D100?
Oh no.
Call the one you would prefer it to be. Wait. And Twitch, I apologize.
Well-
I haven't been paying attention to you as much. I lost it when I looked over and saw something about oiled chickens, and then I couldn't look back.
What?
Yes.
What?
There was oiled chickens in Twitch. I don't know. I looked over. I'm like, I can't handle this, and then I had to look away. But
Yeah, I
Joey,
saw something about that too.
all right, there we go. Joey, high, low, and a D100.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Woo!
Good call. Joey, over the course of the next few days, you may hear troubling rumor about some difficulties with the iron and steel in the area, and perhaps it being a little weaker than it should be. After a bit of concern, you take hammer to your own armor, but discover it seems to be intact and holds up quite well. Congratulations. You did get the deal of a lifetime.
Whew.
Thank goodness.
Gibbler was indeed cutting his own throat. Now let's see here. I got some re-rolls, I got some ads, I got some boosts. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on over there. I'll get a summary on that as we go forward. Anything else anybody would like to take advantage of in the new big city on your first day?
Dude, let's get a drink and let's go see what the hell that parade's about.
Yeah, let's go to the parade.
Sounds like a really good idea.
Is it?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, what does that
so,
sound like again?
Make way for Lord Aiden. Say hey, it's Lord Aiden. Hey, clear the way through the old. And they move out of distance. You guys should run a little faster if you want to hear that. Or I think there's a way to link that. You know what? I believe there is. So give me a minute or two, and I will give you the link of the full version of that particular moment in time.
Oh, I'm
which
sure
you
that's
are.
gone by now.
Is that gone by
deleted.
now? Is that deleted? I'm not sure that the internet ever lets you delete anything. But yes, you seem to be arriving on the tail end of a victory of some sort. There's a parade coming into town. Several soldiers, they look rather beat, but happy about their victory. As they disperse through town, it seems as though the Flaming Fist, the guards of the city, have been involved in some sort of altercation, and there is celebration going on, as well as a visiting Omnite noble. It's not very popular. Omnites and Baldur's Gate, there's a little conflicty there. So the one marching through town, perhaps a bit gauche, a bit garish. Maybe not the best moment for it, but hey, it's a party. Little guy up front running around. He's got sort of a Kalashite accent, and that seems very unique. Actually, he's got a Kalashite accent, which I hadn't thought of something. Baldur, would you do me a favor and roll me a insight?
Okay. Oh, I'm good at that.
You are actually fairly good at that. Valandra, the moment you hear that song, that dun, 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 and you hear that little bit of an accent before it fades in the distance, you're like, that's really familiar. You must have grown up, maybe, hearing voices like that, or at least spent some time in the company of people with a Kalashite accent. And with that, I think I will say congratulations and bring the evening to a close to pick up with your 4 days or so in Baldur's Gate. Telesa's armor arriving on the third day, and Joey's newfound armor, nice and shiny. We'll ask during the week what sort of hijinks you might want to get up to. If you just want to let time pass, that is totally okay too. But eventually, you will end up, we hope, on the north side of Baldur's Gate, awaiting the caravans to set out. Is there anything else we want to do before I go run off to grab my drink and then come back for a little bit of tavern talk and so on?
I think we're good.
I think we're good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. All right, I'll run away. Thank you, everyone in the Twitch chat. I did see a bunch of purchases were happening. I did see that AU may have gotten some more upgrades.
Yes,
So
I've typed everything into the Roll20 chat, but we can go over it at Tavern.
yeah,
Talk too.
I will get myself caught up on that one. Thank you all for keeping that exciting. And I apologize. I did really have to look away once I saw oiled chickens come up. I was like, I can't. It's too much. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna mute for a second and get drinks and stuff.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. I got a baby niece to go visit. So, if someone could just let me know about any XP that gets divvied out, that would be super useful.
Can do.
All right, thank you. You guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.